Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, I just want to simply and briefly talk about how nice it is outside right now. Now, why in this particular case? Well, for us in particular, who live in the northern hemisphere, specifically in the temperate regions of the northern hemisphere, it is once again approaching that time of the year where basically we start to have less warmer temperatures and start having a little bit more cooler temperatures. And the trees all around in the woods and the forests are trying to are just beginning to shed their leaves. Um, for us out here, we have a combination of deciduous as well as pine trees out here. So we get a combination of both leaves and a lot of dead pine needles as well. So basically, there you go on that. Every fall, we make an effort to rake up a lot of the needles and the leaves, but they just keep falling down. So yeah, whatever. So it's nothing that we can't handle. But other than that, we're all right. This time of year is one of two of my favorite times of every year. It's basically the spring weather, where the conditions are just right, especially if you don't catch any pollen in the process, and also this time right now, which is the fall season as well. So spring and fall are my two favorite times of the year. I may have touched upon talking about both spring and fall being my favorite times of the year in a previous video or previous Q&A on my YouTube channel already, so feel free to go look for that anytime you like. So there you go on that. Basically, this is around the time of the year where it's not too hot to stay inside, and it's not too cold to also stay inside as well. This is the perfect kind of temperature where I voluntarily choose to stay outside and actually just keep myself busy by doing something outside for an extended period of time, for at least 30 minutes to an hour, or maybe 2, maybe even 3 hours in some instances. And it's really awesome. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's relaxing, and especially living out here in the countryside, out here in the state of Arkansas, where you don't have a lot of traffic to make a lot of noise, and you don't exactly have noisy neighbors as well as nosy neighbors as well. It's really really peaceful and quiet out here, and that makes all the difference in the world when you're trying to relax in the first place. And in my case, there are moments where I'm just walking around, just going back and forth between the mobile home where we live right now and the mailbox, where I found myself walking back and forth several times in just an hour or so. And then there are other instances where I basically we have this little metal swing that can hold two seats, that can hold two people, and I just find myself sitting on the swing and just swaying back and forth, because that's just a little hyperfixation of my own, being who I am. And it just calms me down, it relaxes me, and it's the best feeling ever. Um, it's basically, in my personal opinion, and it's not a professional one, by the way. I mean, if you want a professional opinion, this is not this. I am not the person that you should get it from. But in my personal opinion, the best therapy in your life is what you choose to do with your life that makes you happy, not what anyone else is going to think about, but what you think about it. Basically, you do something that makes you happy, and that is quite honestly the best therapy you might ever get in your life. Do something that makes you feel happy, and you're basically golden for a great deal of your life. And it doesn't matter if it's a hobby or if it's your job or just something you do at home. Like other stuff. As long as you're doing it and it makes you happy, keep it up, keep doing it. So yeah, that's basically my advice to anyone out there. And what I do in order to give myself a little bit of therapy every other day, especially around this time of the year as well, during the fall season, when things are not too hot and when it's not too cold, I usually walk myself outside to get a breath of fresh air. I sit down on the swing, and sometimes I walk out on the trail in the woods towards the creek, and I just take in all the fresh air I can get. And I usually have a lot of time to think about things. I end up talking to myself, and all those great things that people do with themselves when they know they're by themselves to begin with. So I always make sure I'm alone before I start talking to myself. So basically, there you go on that. I'm definitely not the only person who does that. And basically, with that all being said, my name is Jacob Carlson, and it is really nice outside right now, and it is really nice to be outside. Is what I'm trying to say. So basically, you don't have to do any of this if you don't want to, and please, if you want to, like the video, comment something you like or don't like, especially about relaxing, taking in fresh air, and all that good stuff. If it helps you, please let me know down below in this video, and so on and so forth. Press the red subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Press the notification bell if you want to get future notifications on my YouTube channel for future uploads. And basically share the video with all the people you know and love in life on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days. And I would always ask that you please take care of each other out there, be nice to one another, and as always, I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves out there. Stay warm, stay safe, stay cool, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.